As the US tariffs on China ramped up this week, so did anti-US sentiment on Chinese social media. Platforms including Weibo were abuzz. For more, I'm joined by our reporter Xiao. Now, Bang, tell us a bit more about what netizens have been saying online.
Yes, Yvonne, I think people express mixed feelings on social media. There are people who are very sarcastic about what's going on between the United States and China right now. I've seen comments about people asking, why doesn't Trump just add on 1,500% tariff on top of Chinese goods? Because it just becomes a number and nothing is meaningful and substantial. But at the same time, you can see people are genuinely confused about why Trump is doing this. Because people in the United States are also suffering, and they are just waiting and watching about, whether the inflation rates, and people are going to pay a really big price for what they normally buy cheap in US as well. But you can see that people are also showing the concern about Chinese economy, because the slowing pace of Chinese economic development is really started from the first US-China trade war back in 2018. So if this is the second blow, could China survive? Could the trades and export sector make it through? So that's the biggest question people ask, but unfortunately they haven't got an answer yet.
And what are the views on how President Xi and his government are dealing with this trade war with the US?
I think the views on this is very interesting. What caught my attention in the past couple of 2 days is that it really has reinforced Chinese people's idea that the United States has been a bully and Trump is somebody who is so unpredictable. And they also thought the United States is so jealous of China's economic development, and they don't want to see China is great. So I can see that the nationalists is actually ramping up all of their power to be on top of every single discussion on Chinese social platforms right now. But at the same time, we can see that people are concerned if China is going to add on the tariff as a way being perceived as retaliation, could the relationship between the world's two of the world's most powerful countries become a problem for the rest of the world? And how could Chinese people are going to pay a price for this? I think there's no answer for this yet. So what we can tell so far is that the Chinese government is working closely with different sectors and groups to have the consultation, as well as rolling out its measures in terms of stabilize the market back in China. But will the market respond to the government's policy effectively? It remains as a question that we need to monitor.
Bang, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Yvonne.